Alex Hormozi just snapped his fingers and created the largest entrepreneurship fad in history. His partnership with Skool might just be the worst thing to happen to entrepreneurship ever. And in my opinion, he is now giving advice that he does not believe, which goes against everything that we thought Alex stood for. So here are the questions that I want to ask in this video. 1. What does this partnership mean for the entrepreneurship community, and how can you get filthy rich from it? 2. Why did Alex choose Skool? Is it really that amazing? And 3. Is this new business model that Alex is preaching really the best for entrepreneurs? And if not, why would he lie? Now let's talk about Alex's new partnership with Sam Ovens and the bad advice that he's giving to young entrepreneurs right now. Alex is no dummy. Every decision that he's made is calculated, and it serves his goal, which he's very open about, to being a billionaire. And it is estimated that the creator economy is going to be worth $500 billion over the next 3 years. And through this new partnership, Alex Hormozi is positioning himself well to make a fortune on this boom. Less and less people are deciding to go to college, and more large companies are removing college degrees from their resume requirements. In fact, some of these companies recently included Walmart, IBM, and even Google. So not only is college a massive waste of money, but also time. People are realizing that if they spend those 4 years investing in their career or their business, then they will come way out ahead of their Ivy League peers. So yes, I agree. The creator economy is the future. In fact, everything that I learned about marketing, I learned from online courses and some of my high-ticket coaches. And just for some added context, I'm actually a member of this creator economy. I've had a community in Skool for over 6 months, and I've got more than 5,000 active members in there today. So I am a big believer in this business model. But I would never give the same advice that Alex is giving. All right, so what does this partnership mean for the entrepreneur community? I believe that Alex Hormozi entering into this partnership is the start of a massive shift in the competitive landscape in business. Young entrepreneurs are very easily swayed into different business ventures based on whatever the flavor of the day is saying to do. That flavor of the day right now, Alex Hormozi. Now, I have been an entrepreneur for more than 10 years, and I have seen the waves of interest pour into all of these different buckets. First, it's drop shipping, then it's Amazon FBA, and then it's start a marketing agency. Now it's faceless YouTube channels. Basically, if there are people making a lot of money doing something that starts to get a lot of attention, it gets highlighted on social media, and then millions of new entrepreneurs will flock to that thing. Just start an online course and get rich. Now, over the next year, I think we're going to see millions of entrepreneurs creating courses and communities using Skool and some of its competitors. We are going to see entrepreneurs teaching courses on how to build courses and communities. We're going to see more agencies being developed to grow courses and communities. We're going to see new software platforms developed to host these courses and communities and drive down the cost of the software. And as a consequence of this, we're going to see a lot of the downstream business models start to explode. And this includes anything related to building up the social media presence and the trust of that creator. And I think this is going to lead to a boom in content agencies, in PR agencies, and in social media management companies. Now, if you remember the California gold rush of the 1800s, there was a saying that originated, which was, sell shovels. When everybody else was rushing to California to try and find the gold, most of them did not find it. They did not get rich. In fact, do you know who got the richest from that California gold rush? It wasn't the ones looking for gold. It was the ones that sold the shovels to the hopeful gold miners. Now, my recommendation is to use this new trend in the entrepreneur community to sell the shovels. This will position yourself very well for the next 5 to 10 years. All right, question number 2. Why did Alex choose Skool? Was it Sam Ovens, or was the Skool platform really just the best thing for hosting courses and communities? Let's actually look at the Skool games that Alex is hosting within Skool and get a little look at the platform. This is the Skool games hosted by Alex Hormozi. We've got Skool support and feedback, some instructions, and the leaderboard. So let's click on leaderboards and see what's going on. By the way, Doug Boughton is a friend of mine. He is winning the leaderboard here. This isn't the main leaderboard. This is the who is most engaged in this community. And we'll come back to this later, but just see all these points. I'm going to explain what those mean and why it's important. So Alex built, this is what the course structure looks like in Skool. He built 8 modules for learning how to use Skool to build your business, to drive traffic to your group, to monetize your group, and how Skool actually works. Now, if we come to the leaderboards, this is who's actually winning. Now, to win this competition, you need to sign up the most people. So it's got a viral nature to it. And the top 10 winners will get to spend a day with Alex in person. So this is essentially what Skool does. You've got the community aspect, people posting and commenting and earning points by doing so. You've got the course module where you can upload lessons from Vimeo or YouTube. You've got the leaderboards where people can unlock different prizes based on how many points they win. You've got a calendar so that you can host events and you can see all of your members listed here. Now here's some of the Skool communities that I'm a part of, including 2 of my own, Lead Gen Secrets and Lead Gen Insiders. There's also a really easy to use app, so it is a relatively good platform. But is it the best? Let's look at a couple of their competitors, Circle.so and Mighty Networks. Now, I used all 3 of these platforms before deciding on Skool, and it was not just because Skool was the best platform. In fact, it wasn't even close. Circle and Mighty Networks both have been around much longer than Skool, and they all cost about the same thing, about $99 per month, all of the features that you actually need. Now, Skool actually has the least features out of the 3, by far, in fact, and actually one that I wish they would add is a live chat feature so all of my members can communicate seamlessly like they do in Slack or in Discord. In fact, I still have to use Slack for this feature. But there is one feature that Skool has that the others do not, and it is the reason that I decided to use Skool over the competitors, despite it being less advanced and having less overall features. Now remember what I showed you earlier with that point system. Gamification is the feature that awards points to members of a community that are more engaged in that community. And they earn points by posting, by commenting, and interacting with the posts in the community section. Now, when I was determining which tool to use, I was about to choose Circle, honestly because it looked better and it had that live chat feature. But when I asked somebody that had used both, they said, and I quote, "Circle is where communities go to die." So what I realized is that most of the value in creating the course and community is the active community that's helping each other solve problems and moving toward a common goal. And there is no other platform right now that is better for fostering community than Skool. Now, the other reason that I believe Alex chose Skool is because Sam Ovens probably also chose him. So if you don't know, Sam Ovens is the only founder in the e-learning space that has a similar consulting and social media background, and he's very active in the entrepreneurship community. I am very curious about the exact details of this partnership, so I'd love to know, what do you think Alex Hormozi invested into Skool, and how much equity did he get? Now, the new competition that he launched has already brought in thousands of new users to the platform, all paying $99 per month, all of which are referring their friends. So this is already massive value. So I think that he probably got like 30% of the platform, all with very little money down. He's got a massive personal brand and commands a huge audience. All right, so now the golden question. Should you start a course and community on Skool? The short answer: if you are not already making $100,000 or more per month in whatever it is that you feel like you should teach, then you probably should not build a course. Sorry to burst your bubble, and I understand that that applies to most of the people watching this video. And this goes against what Alex is currently telling you to do, which is to get on Skool and to build a course and community right now. In fact, if you go into the community section of the Skool games, you can see he talks directly to people who are new to entrepreneurship, telling them how to do this if they are new. So it's obvious that he wants new entrepreneurs to build courses and communities. And this is dead wrong. You have no right to teach others or to coach others anything until you have had massive success in that thing. In fact, I believe that the Alex Hormozi of just 3 months ago would probably agree with me, but it's obvious now that his interests are elsewhere. I spent 10 years building my marketing agency to nearly $1 million a month and more than 65 full-time employees before I even decided to start a YouTube channel. Then I gave away all my best tactics on YouTube for free for an entire year before I had accumulated enough trust and goodwill with my audience to actually launch a course and community that they would pay me for. So although my course and community generates me a lot of money and it's a lot of fun and it does not require that much work or a big team, the barrier to entry was so high that this simply will not work for new entrepreneurs. Nobody is going to trust you enough to buy your course, and even if they do, they will just be consuming regurgitated garbage and will not be customers for long. Now, if this does sound like you, and you have had massive success in your business, and you do have an audience that knows and trusts you, I think building a Skool course and community is an amazing opportunity, and you should probably have done that yesterday. But if you're listening to this and you're not there yet, here's what I think you should do. Start a marketing agency that specializes in a niche form of marketing and become an absolute savage in that thing. Learn everything you possibly can until you are actually in the top 10% in that space. Then spend 1 to 3 years building a social media audience where you're teaching that thing that you've mastered to new entrepreneurs. And I always recommend YouTube because people actually go on there to learn and not just to be entertained. Then once you hit around 10,000 subscribers, go ahead and launch your course and community. So why is Alex telling new entrepreneurs to start a course and community before they have earned the right to? And this is where I'm very disappointed in him, because he always came off as a very genuine and caring entrepreneur who really wanted the best for his audience. But I'm concerned now that he's distracted by the dollar signs. He knows that he can command millions of entrepreneurs to do whatever he tells them to. He also knows that there are enough people like me who have had a lot of success in this industry, and he can point to that success as an easy get-rich-quick roadmap to follow. You see that Jay character with his Skool group making tens of thousands a month with no work? You can go do that. Just follow these steps, take this module, sign up for course, and get rich. Does not work like that. Now this is where it gets crazy. There's a viral nature to Skool. If you refer a friend, you get 40% recurring commission for life. And this is like 20% more than most softwares pay. He's using this viral referral network to amplify his reach from millions of his followers to hundreds of millions of entrepreneurs around the world. And this is the chess move that's going to make Alex a billionaire over the next 5 years. And those that do survive creating a course and community will be on Skool, will be locked into Skool forever. Now, one reason that software platforms are valued so highly is because of what we call stickiness. When we say a software is sticky, we mean that it's very hard to move away from because of how much of an inconvenience it would be on the business and how much it would cost that business to do. This sort of transition causes massive amounts of pain within a company. But imagine you have a community inside of a software. If you wanted to move your community, say from Skool to Circle.io, you would literally need all of your community members to download the new app and sign up for the new app, which most people are not likely to do. So once you build a community somewhere, you are almost guaranteed to stay there and stay a paying customer of that software for as long as your business exists. So do I think Alex is lying? Kind of. I mean, I do believe that he thinks the creator economy is the future and that creating a course and community is one of the best business models for entrepreneurs. And in that, I kind of agree with him. But what I don't agree with him on is that every entrepreneur, especially new ones, should start a course and community. I think this business model should be reserved for the top 1% of entrepreneurs who are at the top of their industry. Else, we are going to see a flood of bad courses and bad advice and millions of people actually being harmed by all of these wannabe course creators. So my advice to you is to sell the shovels. This new wave of creators is coming, and you should be ready to serve them with the products and services that they need. But you should not start a course and community of your own until you have earned it. That's all. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Alex Hormozi, on Skool, on the creator economy. Drop it in the comments so that we can have a conversation about it. And if you're listening to this and you want to start a Skool course, my affiliate link is going to be down in the description so I can get 40% commission as well. Go enjoy. Thanks so much. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you found this video valuable, pound that like button for me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.